serves as the executive producer and director of the series. She was honored with her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next to the star of her mother, screen legend Jane Mansfield, in 2013. Please welcome to the stage Walk of Famer Mariska Hargitay.
It's Captain Olivia Benson. 23 years, people. Hi. I'm so beyond thrilled to be here with my friend. So the Hollywood Walk of Fame means so many things to so many people. It's a place to visit, it's a place to celebrate, a place to remember, and of course a place to take millions and millions and millions of selfies. Zip it! But I hold the Hollywood Walk of Fame so deeply and dearly in my heart for another reason. Because here I am, and forever will be, right next to my mother. Our stars shine side by side, and that makes this place unspeakably sacred to me. Come up here so I can see you. I want to tell you that it is so profoundly right that your name is now here forever commemorated in this place, because there is something else that I hold sacred, and that is friendship. Your achievements and your artistry and your whole work of judo, your whole story runs so deep. It runs deep, particularly here in LA, and it runs deep around the world. You're a rapper and an actor and an artist, and at a time when people overuse words without thinking and wearing out the meanings, you are indeed the real OG. You have lived a story that has shaped how you look at the world. A story that would have hardened many people beyond recognition, but instead it filled you with humanity, with humility, with grace, and with oh so much wisdom. You are a devoted husband and a proud, proud, proud father. And you are taking your place here for all those reasons and for so many more. But to me, us, the reason that you're here and the reason that you have fame in my heart is because you are the OG of friendship. You are my real deal, my true blue, authentic, unshakable friend. And I cannot tell you what that means to me. As simple and as deep and as glorious as that is, and I know that you know in your heart and in your marrow how full the word friend is when I say it to you, but I'm going to explain it anyway, even though I don't have to. You have been such a joy in my life. You are the embodiment of loyalty. You tell the truth. You keep it real. You usually introduce it with, so here's what's up. You laugh with me every day. We laugh so hard at things that we shouldn't laugh at. You breathe with me during times of sorrow, and you keep things, you keep everything in perspective. You break it down, and you have been by my side, working, learning, living, growing, and you've never failed me once, Ice, and you're so deeply gracious and so profoundly grateful. And as Vic said, in 22 years, in 22 and a half years, I have never, ever, ever heard Ice complain.
You know why, Maris? Husbands don't complain, you figure it out.
And possibly, the most importantly, the reason I love you is because you let me call you nicknames.
Oh, no, no, no.
And no one else is allowed to call him. You, can I say it?
Yeah.
He lets me call him Icy. You are my friend. So, dear, sweet, wise, brave, unique, fierce, beautiful, precious iced tea, welcome to this sacred space. My mom and I are happy to have you.
I wear these glasses to look cool. They got me tearing up.
Okay, Ice. I'm no barista.
He's in the building.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate everyone's patience, especially as we get ready to hear from one more speaker as well as our honorees. So if you hear me say, because we're being a little too loud. I also want to make sure to introduce another VIP supporting iced tea here too, Chanel. And Little Eye. So I want to make sure to acknowledge you as well.
Her name, she thought she was going to come on stage.
Our final speaker is a leader and co-founder of the legendary rap group Public Enemy, a social activist, multimedia producer, digital artist, and digital music pioneer. He has also been featured in more than 100 documentaries on music, technology, politics, race, and co-created the Smithsonian Anthology of Hip Hop. Please help me welcome to the stage, Chuck D.
They got some non-believers out there.
I'm here. This is the utmost peace, honor, love, and respect. Like you also say, peace, love, honor, respect to your family, to extended family, the hip-hop family, which you godfather, the syndicate, and just to mirror what Mariska said, on the rap side and on the music side, I don't know how many icons are they gonna put on your Star Ice. I was like, microphone, camera, TV, whatever, like a compilation. Give me some minutes on this one. It once upon a time where we did a video called Burn Hollywood Burn, and we had to pretend that we had stars. But today, like our young brother, Ice Cube said, today is a good day, is it not? Respect don't come easy. People say OG.
Cube, come up here with me.
Come there.
Oh my God. Dude, get no eyes. What's the picture?
I remember
But still.
talking to Cube, and Cube talking to myself and Iceberg, who I look at as an older brother. There ain't too many older brothers in hip hop and rap I can call. When he pioneers new rare air, I like, okay, I guess I'm next if I'm here. And Cube Lies is watching all along. OG, from original gangster to original God, is where Ice-T has been all along. And you know, he's changed the world of words. I call him Berg as the nickname because he's so cool that he could sink the Titanic and raise it again. Fortunately, unfortunately, we're here because, you know, like once upon a time, Berg says they used to put people's faces to the pavement. And now they gotta recognize that there's a star in their crown. 25 years of living first, and we've been living off of 40 years of word and work by Iceberg. And 50 years of hip hop, but we're not in awe of 50 years. We're looking at it like the first 50 years, we've seen it come like a tricycle and hoping that somebody's gonna drive it into a ditch. So today is a good day as we're giving not flowers, but flow herbs. Respect. We don't demand it. You don't beg for it, it just comes to you automatically when you cool like Berg. Berg can sit in the room and automatically everything gravitates to him. Let's check out the timeline. Doing radio on the east side and the east part of this country, we did hip-hop radio, and I played this man's record in 1982, Cold Wind Madness. First artist we ever played from the West. His timeline, we met in 1987. We're on the Def Jam tour. And our first show was outside of the LA Sports Arena. And sure enough, pulled up, looking just like his album cover. Iceberg, Africa, Islam, and Evil. And Berg says, listen, Chuck, we got a mutual friend, Glenn E. Friedman, that shot our album covers. I dig your music. And I just want to give you some Iceberg rules. And the Iceberg rules was like, basically like, it's the different type of temperature out here. Don't do this, don't wear that, check this out, you're gonna be cool. And he drove off. And we got it. Iceberg has always been a GPS, a hip hop and rap. When we actually had the pleasure to tour together, we used to have the Iceberg rules go to each and every artist at the beginning of the tour. We got everybody in a room and said we're going to travel to 35 cities in 40 states, and these are the do's and these are the don'ts, because we want you to return home safely. And although there might be 8 to 9 acts on this tour, it ain't an act by act. We all in this together 4 hours for the entire night. And after that, everybody was cool. And not only just cool with the tour, they was cool with their careers. I followed Iceberg. Greatest, people talk about Slick Rick, but the other greatest storyteller ever in hip hop and rap is Iceberg T. He'd be on the stage and he brought theater to hip hop and rap, and you got frozen in a moment like he's the black rap Alice Cooper without biting off the bird's head. And he would hold you in the palm of his hand with, you know, words, wisdom, and wit. I followed the man when he wrote his first book. I said, well, shit, rappers can do this shit? I wrote a book. He dabbed in metal and started body count, and I dabbed in metal. Then he got in movies, film, and TV, and just dominated that space with this young man back here. I wasn't getting into that world. I said, but you know what, man? Those are my heroes, because it's going to be real stars on the Hollywood pavement. He brought the East and the West together way before it even became a thing that was hyped up in these magazines and these corporations that just like to play games with people, and black people in particular. Brought them together with conversations. We always traveled the world and was tight. So we wondered where this was coming from. So the superhero that he is, the ambassador, spokesperson, you know, father, godfather, husband, and then bigger brother. And also friend. And we in the world really seriously, I tell people, I said, listen, I go friends one letter at a time. F, some people friend. Long way to get to D. And put an S on that, plural, takes away. But this man has been a friend, he's been a leader, older brother, counsel, godfather, all that. And when my dad passed in 2016, these two gentlemen and a few others reached out to me to console me. And Ice pretty much broke it down like, yeah, your dad, 77, and Ice says, you know, Chuck, it was a good run. And I looked at it like, wow, it was a good run. And here we go. Happy birthday, Ice. May we celebrate a little more, because it's a good run, and we're going to keep on running. Thank you. Honor, blessing, respects to everybody here, and also the Ice Cube family, the inner family, the extended family, the film, TV, hip-hop family. I'm sorry to take my time speaking a little bit too long, but let me tell you, man, OG is something we use, the original God factor that's blessed all of us. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, and thank you to our Walk of Famer, Ice Cube, as well for joining us. The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce administers the Walk of Fame on behalf of the City of Los Angeles. On behalf of Los Angeles Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez, it is my pleasure to present you with this beautiful resolution. Yeah. On behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, we now declare today Iced Tea Day in Hollywood! It's now time to hear the honoree. Let's hear it again for our newest Walk of Famer, Ice-T.
As my man Bishop say, ain't it, man? Hey, first off, I'd like to thank everybody who came up and said all that stuff about me. I wore the sunglasses, not for fashion, but I knew they might make me cry after this motherfucker. But let's start it off like this. I never thought I would get a star. Really? I mean, the way my life was going, it was like, what can we come up in Hollywood and steal? We were really, really out here causing real problems. And this was just out of the question. Show business was out of the question. And then hip hop came and I found something that I could do. But what I did was I told the stories of the life I was living. And we invented a genre. Well, Ice Cube co-invented this genre called gangster rap, because when I was doing it, they didn't have a name for it. We were calling it reality rap. Then Cube came out and said, straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube from the gang called Niggas with Attitudes. And the press said, oh, well, that's gangster rap. Isn't that gangster rap? But then I had to follow up Cube, like, okay, well then I'm the original gangster, goddamn, let's go. But fortunately for LA hip hop, everybody has always been on the same page. There's never really been an LA beef. The only beef that ever happened in LA hip hop was a family feud between NWA, and everybody stepped back and let them do their thing. But as far as outside of that, it never happened. So what I did was I said, you know what, there's so many groups in LA, let me figure a way to keep everybody from fighting. And I formed a syndicate. I was modeling it off of Lucky Luciano's commission, where he took the 5 mob families and said, before we fight, we talk. So I said, all you different rap groups, you guys are all leaders, but we're gonna all organize, and before we have a problem, we will sit down and we will talk. And with the syndicate, we never had one beef in LA between rappers. I think that deserves a round. Now I'm rapping, I'm minding my business, I'm doing my rap thing. As you know, I didn't write this down because I had no fucking idea what I was gonna say when I got up here. I'm rapping and I get a chance to do a movie, New Jack City. And that was big. They wanted me to play the police. I was like, word? I got an album called Original Gangster, we play the police. But thanks to Mario Van Peebles, he believed in me and I did that movie. And that's what got my acting. I was interested in acting, you know? And I'm like, yo, I did a few movies. I did movies here and there. And I got a little acting education there, and I enjoyed acting. And then I was at my house, and Fab Five Freddy was at my house, and he was talking to Andre Harrell. And Andre said, tell Ice-T to come do New York Undercover. And I'm like, fuck New York Undercover. New York Undercover is a ripoff of New Jack City, man. I'm doing movies, man. I was on my bullshit. I was on my movie star bullshit. Ego. And you know, black people will hit you with this. Oh, you too big now, huh? I said, okay, write me a bad guy part. And I got to play Danny Up on New York Undercover. And I got to go wild on that episode. This is my first real time being on television. And they were supposed to kill me in that episode. And I got a call and they go, Dick Wolf doesn't want to kill you. They want you to stay on for more shows. I'm like, I'm not making enough money out here to do enough more shows. I was still on I'm a rich rapper at this point, right? I don't, you know, so I was like, nah, they said, no, this is an opportunity, stay down. And I said, you know what, I will do it. I did 2 more episodes where I got to, remember I shot Malik Yoba's baby and I was cutting off fingers, they let me go wild. That led, after that, I did Swift Justice, another Dick Wolf show. After that, I did Exile. I kept going back. Then I pitched a show called Players. He told me, all actors think they have their own show. Then he called me one day, he said, we just got greenlit. Warren Littlefield just greenlit your show. I did Players. When Players ended, he said, Ice, I wish I had a stronger vehicle for you. So now I'm like unemployed. I had funny thing, I had a record label right in this building, pouring a record. Remember that? Right there, 10th story, we was up there, wasn't no Live Nation, I was right there, trying to invent iTunes. For those of y'all think I'm lying, go to YouTube and put in Ice-T invents iTunes, and you'll see me talking about iTunes 10 years, that's neither here nor there, I didn't get the money, Apple got the money that I was trying to do. Fuck it. So now, I get a call from them like, hey, there's a show called Law and Order SVU. Would you come to New York to do a show? I'm like, I don't know. I got 15 employees. I can't come. My OG Jonell from Rolling 60 said, go on, cuz, you like New York, cuz. I mean, he ain't making no money yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like New York, it's a vacation. I went out there, I did 4 shows, which turned into 24 years on this show. How do you do the show for so long? You know why? Because it's such good people. Coming to work every day with Mariska, Chris. I mean, we started with B.D. Wong. I mean, there's so many people that come on that show, and every one of them has been wonderful. I had a great time with them. Now with the new cast and everybody, I personally wouldn't walk into that show. One day I came in I'm telling you, Peter Jankowski was another boss of the Dick Wolf situation. President of Wolf Film says to me, he says, you still having fun, Ice? I said, yeah, I'm having fun. I know you're having fun because you wouldn't show up. and that's real. I'm at a point in my life where I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. So here we are, Walk of Fame, something I never, and as it started to come up, people were like, are you excited? I said, I think my homies are more excited about this than me, all right? And I had to really understand that, like, when you have fans and you have friends, they're fighting for you when you're not there. When they say, hey, we Ice-T fans, somebody said, nah, I like whatever rapper they got. Nah, I'm Ice-T fan. They got the tat on them. They're with. So every time you do something, you're not just winning, you're winning for them. It gives them bragging rights. It gives them the right to say, I told you Ice-T was the mother. You know, yeah. And every time you mess up, you hurt them. They like, damn, my man. They don't want to see that. You know, so when y'all saw me on the Grammys, I was going in for y'all. And today, I'm so proud to be here. Mariska, Dick Wolf, Peter Jankowski, all the people, Arthur Fournier, all the Wolf people that I've been working with for, let me tell you, 20 years. 25 years is longer than you went to high school. Right. Longer than you went to, if you went to college. If you was a friend with somebody all through high school and college, you dropping them off at like 19 or 20. I've been with these people 25 years. I love these people, and they've never lied to me. So as far as shout outs, I mean, let me just first shout out the Rhyme Syndicate, all my guys from hip hop. Somebody said, Ice, you created your own gang, didn't you? I said, pretty much. What a peaceful one. Secondly, let me shout out my family, my son, my daughter, Coco, my wife, Shanae. Obviously is in a position to stand behind one of these podiums one day. But she has no fear to stay. All my close friends, my inner circle, you know, that have my phone number. That's how you know if you're in my inner circle. Ice Cube, Russell Simmons, there's so many of y'all. Ernie C, Body Counts in the building. Make some noise for Body Counts. Marishta, I love you. I told Marishta, in my life I have 3 women. I have Chanel, I have my daughter Tisha, and I have Coco. But Marishta, I've made more money with you. So you know where you rank. And Dick Wolf and them came in here. I told the homies, don't brush up against Dick Wolf. Don't you? Damn it, that's my boss. All gangsters got bosses, you know that, right? And you gotta be loyal to the organization. So I'm a rider for Wolf Films, and they know that. So yeah, thanks everybody for showing up. And last but not least, I want to thank the motherfucking haters, because you really make me get up in the morning and be the best I can be. All the naysayers, all the people that wanted to end my career, now I gotta walk, I'm on the walk of fame, bitch ass motherfucker. And that's the motivation. You gotta let them haters motivate you. You gotta if you want to go in the gym, go on YouTube, see somebody talking shit about you, then go get your reps in. You understand? If it wasn't for the haters, I definitely wouldn't have pulled this off. I swear to God. I swear to God. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you so much more to hate in the future. Trust me. I love y'all. Thank you very much.